Serana. You might want to stand back. I'm going to take a look at those spell tomes that I got from Serene. Let's see. Sunfire and a Sun Ray.
Yes? What did you need?
Stay behind me. Oh, yes.
Yes? What did you need?
Oh, this is excellent.
Yes? What did you need?
Take that, you foul vampires. No offense, Serana. I got a little excited. Wow. The power of the sun. Amazing that the Dawnguard has this in their arsenal.
Yes? What did you need?
Your father's not going to know what hit him. But for now... I think we should head... north. Excellent. The only way to improve is to practice your marksmanship. Stay at it, and you will get better. Excellent shot. I'll admit I don't know much about these crossbows. I suppose I'm just old-fashioned that way. But I think with my new spells that I just acquired, it'll give me the edge I need against the undead. Now, I know Gunmar wants me to kill another vampire near Solitude, I think it is. And Serene, she needs more dwarven tech. If I take care of that first, I should be able to find some clues regarding the location of the other two Elder Scrolls along the way. Serana, I'm afraid the journey to the castle to look for your mother is going to have to wait. But just a short bit. I promise we will pick it up again at the first opportunity. Although if we were to kill that vampire near Solitude, we will be headed in the right direction. We wouldn't be far from your father's castle, would we? Now, there's the Blue Palace. It's funny. Looks so fragile and small from down here. The water looks crystal clear and so blue today. I'd fancy a swim if I didn't know it was so cold. You only live once. Oh, that is brisk. Serana? Serana! Now, where has she gotten off to? Huh. Oh, I'm sure the sunlight bothers her and she'll be right behind. clothes are still wet from the river. Oh, if I thought I had, I would have built a fire. I suppose if I truly thought I had, I wouldn't have swam across the river. I would have taken the long way around. Oh, no matter. Now, if what Gunmar told me was true, this cave should be just along the shoreline here somewhere. Oh, it's too bad this vampire couldn't have hidden somewhere to the south. Ah, Serana. I knew you'd find me. Hope you didn't have any trouble catching up. Oh, this fire. If I had time, I'd stand there and dry my clothes, but... I'm afraid we're duty-bound to take care of this business before we rest. Look at this. Appears as though a ship sailed right in here before the cave collapsed.
Yes?
This
What
fool
did you
will never
need?
know what hit him.
Captain has you locked away.
Who's there?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
I don't think they've seen
Who's
us,
there?
Serana. Oh. All right.
Who's there?
Serana, my bow seems to be malfunctioning. You might want to scout on ahead and see if you can thin them a bit before I come in for the kill. See? Yeah. Yes, I'm
Who's
just.
there?
There. I got one. Did you see?
That'll teach you.
Yes, that was excellent teamwork, Serana. I'm glad we could kill all of those, bandits together as a team. Funny, I don't think these were all vampires. It's possible that this is just a group of bandits that happen to be in the same cave, or well, perhaps they were enthralled somehow. I wonder if there's any way that you could tell, Serana, if someone's enthralled or not. I know I certainly can't. Is someone there? I imagine these pelts will fetch a fine price. Not that I need the gold, I just suppose I enjoy bartering. Now, Serana, could you just step aside to the... Serana, could you... You're in the way. I can't... You're... Oh, dear. I'll just, There we are. Now stay behind me. I sense... Yes. This way. I feel as though I sense darkness ahead. I believe we've been spotted. There. At least I've redeemed some of my reputation with that shot. Ah! I wasn't wearing my Dragon Priest mask. That's why I didn't... Before, I couldn't hit the guy. Yeah. What am I doing? I don't have to impress her. I hope he enjoyed his last meal. Serana, mind your footfalls.
Yes? What did you need? Almost doesn't even look real, you know?
Yes, I had that same thought myself. Much of my time here in Skyrim seems to be a dream. I sense the Master is ahead. Need to find a way around to get down to that ship without attracting too much attention. I'll fire the first shot, then you go in for the kill.
Yes? What do you need? Who's there?
Serana, now!
I knew I heard something.
Does he still live?
Done and done.
No. Serana, you must warn me when you do that. So this was the Master. The one Gunmar sent us for. Strange place to rule. An abandoned ship in a cave. And so far to the north. Bandits must have been pirates who took over a cargo ship. Interviews with Tapestrists. Volume 18. Oh, good lord. Who would read 18 volumes of that? What's this? A journal. Chirira's up to something big. He wouldn't tell me exactly. All he said was it'll be just like the good old days before the cave-in sealed your boats in there. So that's what happened. He wants to know what loot we have saved up. It stays down there where it's safe. I can't imagine he'd ever jump in that murky water, let alone swim down to the sunken boat. Interesting. It's on. Jirira and his sister Dija have something cooked up. All they need is a scapegoat. I wonder where they'll find someone dumb enough to do what they say. There's bound to be someone out there who will. All I know is that there's apparently another ship sunken here in this grotto. Some light reading before bed. I admit I've read the first whole revolt while enjoying a glass of red wine. Appears as though this master vampire was quite well read. These marauders make me sick. Ah, is that the sunken ship? It's not very well sunken, is it? That was all the loot they had? It wasn't even completely submerged. What was the big deal? Apparently that was their entire stash. To think those Argonians threw their lives away for that. A few gold coins and a helmet. It's just senseless. Serana, I think the time has come that we leave this place. Staying here is making me rather uneasy. Ah, I see daylight. This is the way we came in. Serana, I found the exit. Follow me. Now. Serana? Now where's she gotten off to? Well, at any rate, she knows to find me. She knows that I'm going to go find that dwarven tech for Serene Gerard before we return to her father's castle. These were wolves. Vampires. still alive? Oh, I see. I thought they were playing dead. It appears as though my bow has that paralysis. Yes, I did learn that. It's a quite bit more effective than I was hoping. Now what's this? A lonely flag waving on a far northern island? Well, there's a story to be told here, to be sure. The soul of a mudcrab. What was this, and why would anyone need an output this far north? I don't recognize any symbol or sigil on this banner. It's too old and too far faded. And it looks like whoever this poor fellow was gave his life defending it. Well, I shall leave you to your battlefield, friend. There's nothing here for me.
You there, traveler.
Yes?
Over here.
Can I help you, sir? Hello? Gentlemen?
That's close enough. Never should have.
What? More vampires! And 3-on-1? Look at him run! You and your friends are now dead. Well, I suppose you were dead before. But now you're extra dead. I believe we're almost to the cave, where Serene said we can find that dwarven tech. Something about exploding bolts, I think it was. At any rate, I'll know it when I see it, I'm sure. I only hope that Serana can find me out here in the darkness, in the wilderness. For some reason, I have a suspicion that she can see quite well at night. I would feel more comfortable if she was here. I suppose I can admit that I've become quite fond of her companionship. She's basically everything that you could want in a friend, and, well, someone at your back, someone who has your... What am I saying? She's undead. She's the enemy. But I know I don't mean that. If she can help us rid the world, or at least rid Skyrim of this evil, then perhaps she will be redeemed. I think perhaps she already is. It appears as though the cave Serene is sending me to is quite a bit farther up ahead. What? Fall over. What is wrong with you? That's creepy. Stop it. Ugh. Now what? I think I hear a bear. I knew it. If I just follow this road, I should be fine. So hard to stay on the path in the dark. Oh, there's the road. This is quite a storm. We used to have thunder and lightning like this in Skywatch. I would sit on the shore and look towards Tamriel and... well, the Tamrielic mainland, that is. And watch the waves. They seem so angry. But I was just a child then, and I certainly don't fear the thunder anymore. What? And thus ends your story, friend. Serene didn't say it was a cave. She did say it was more of a mine. Whoops. I have a lovely new basket. Just find the sweet spot. There it is. And it was hardly worth the effort. Appears as though the entrance to the mine is at the top of these stairs. That's odd. And Skyrim has another dead orc. Skyrim is so rife with bandits, it's practically an infection. I'm completely losing respect for the ruling Jarls. They can barely maintain the outskirts of their cities. If it's outside of their walls, it seems as though it's not their concern. No matter. I came here on a very specific mission for Serene. I suppose the only way to keep my sanity is to try and stick to the mission. Interesting hood. One of these bandits must have fancied themselves a smith. Now, where's the entrance to the mine? Ah, here we are. Dracarys. Where did you get this armor, friend? It's made of pure glass. I've seen sets like it before, but I'm rather interested in where you got it. Let's see. Was that it? You defended this cane alone? Curious. Let's see. Ah, Dwemer tech. This is the schematic that Serene needs. She'd probably be interested in the rest of this Dwemer paraphernalia, if you will, but I'll bring as much of it back to her as I can. The Armorer's Challenge. I'm not sure if I know this one. The first and only Dunmer to rule Tamriel, of course. Kataraya. Fascinating ruler. She traveled Tamriel far and wide. Something about the Imperial City bothered her, as it does me. But if I remember correctly, she was killed in Blackmarsh, and there was some rumors that it was an offshoot of the Septim family that basically had her assassinated. I don't know that that was ever proven. It's a shame because she was beloved. If memory serves, she was succeeded by her son Cassinder, who was quite old. I believe he only ruled for 2 or 3 years. You know, it's funny to think of history in this way when we look at the situation today with Titus Meade basically bowing a knee to the Thalmor. Makes me wonder how long something like that could last. Well, at any rate, I should go find what happened to Serana.